Welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. You're in my living room. Please have a seat. We've got a new video to check out today. SAXON 1066. It is the official music video. You can find the original on Planet Saxon YouTube channel. It was put out 2 weeks ago at the time I'm recording this video. SAXON has not been on my musical radar. Forgive me for that. There are many different reasons. And if you guys have followed me on this channel long enough, you know why. But I found this in my feed, and I'm like, you know what? It's about time I jump into this. Plus, it has to do with a historical battle. The Battle of Hastings in 1066, I believe, was on October 14. I missed that battle. I was out of town on vacation. The Norman invasion of England. So, an all-day battle. The Normans versus the Anglo-Saxons. And England has always had this ever-changing landscape with lots of different groups of people invading it and populating it and mixing it. And you've got the Romans and the Vikings and the Celts and the Anglos and the Saxons and the Jutes and the Normans. And very interesting dynamics in the history of that isle. But we're going to focus on this band, we're going to focus on this song, and we're going to focus on the message. Woo! Pardon me. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go. Unheard! Love the aggression right away. Yeah, King Harold was killed. Duke William took over. Okay, nice change. There it is in 1066. Yep. It was Duke William. There you go, reenactment. It was Duke William versus King Harold. King Harold did not have an heir, I believe. And, that's the thing with history. But let's focus on the English island. I'm not an expert by any means, but I did study enough of it. That island has played an important role in the history of the world, not just Western. Okay? Because don't forget, at some point, the British Empire had 25% of the landmass of the world. They were a colonial empire, so they did affect many, many, many different regions. And to think, all those centuries ago, it was the Celts. And then the Romans came. And then, like I was saying at the beginning, and then the Anglos, and the Saxons, and the Jutes. And then the Viking invasions. And then the Normans. And even today, you could argue there's with the changing dynamics in Europe and the migrant, if you want to call it a crisis, I don't know, I don't live there, but the migrant issues going on there, that there's sort of a soft changing of the guard as well. Here we have a band that plays the kind of power metal that I like. I am so glad that this was not filled with the blast beats. The speed metal, symphonic metal, they have a lot of that. In here, this is more of just power metal, in my opinion. Strong guitars, good melody. The subject matter fit very well. The music and the marriage of the music and the melody, the lyrics and the music was very appropriate. And they're telling the story. They're telling a story of when the Normans came in, and on that day, and I believe it was an all-day battle. The Saxons, the Anglo-Saxons got their asses kicked hard. And that day changed the dynamics of England and the world eventually. And when I read about these things or hear about them and I think about them, and, we're talking about conquering a land, conquering, an expansion, whatever the reason for it, you're forcibly taking something from someone else so that you can make it yours. Now, expansion on its own is not a crime. It's not a bad thing. You can extend an invitation to join and become part of something bigger and grow that way. There can be a partnership, but it's these forcible taking of others that oftentimes is what changes the dynamics between peoples, changes I don't want to say changes the course of history, because that's such an awkward phrase. History is the past. It's not going to change the past, okay? But it changes the path, the present path that people are on, and it adds all of these different dynamics to the world that we live in. And unfortunately, it causes a lot of pain and suffering and death as well. So it's a very interesting concept. I love the fact that they did this song. I think the guitars were amazing. It's the exact kind of guitar playing that I like from power metal. I think the riff was just ominous and very anthemic. Again, with that rhythm section, just driving it, almost march-like. And the vocals were good too. And I didn't realize how old these guys are. It has been decades, hasn't it, for them? But there will be more. I've got another one, Fire and Steel. That one I'm going to be checking out next. That's it. That's all I have for this. This was cool. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Check out the description box below for more information about my channel and what I do. And if you can like, subscribe, and share, that grows the channel. It gets the featured artists more exposure. It's a win-win for everyone, and it only takes you about 1 second to do that. So, that being said, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video.